start us off. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's back. Unloads it left. He's got it. Turns it on in midfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
And the Hurricanes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Lobs it off the back foot. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. The Hurricanes are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got it, 1st down and more. Touchdown, Miami. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. 4th down, what are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown, they're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the 1st down and more. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
He leaves it with his back. Slips a tackle, and he's got room.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Here's a heat.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Back to throw, it's Levin. blasted as he lets it go. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He breaks the tackle, and he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. Line getting set on 2nd down. On the run, it's Udo. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
Miami 7, Arizona State 0.
So first down here as they go back to work. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Buys a little extra time. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body and just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Marion. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Lofton. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
The more have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll move the tight end. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Safe completion on the screen. Got room at the 35. Hits a seam wide. Touchdown, Hurricanes. He found some open space and turn on the Jets.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To throw, it's Levitt. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Going to take a shot at this DB. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Might be changing the route. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Now looking to throw back to the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I know that play broke down. That is one the offense, I think, would like to have back because you practice these type of scramble situations all week long. The quarterback this time flush to his left. These receivers have to break their routes off and work with the QB to try to give him a place to go with the football. That time just not able to give the QB anywhere to throw it.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, it's not a good sign for this offensive line.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Quarterback moving. Unleashes one. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't.
Breaks into the open. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout.
Arizona State.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Brown. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The Sun Devils are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Brown. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going to try to pop one on the screen. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Throws toward the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 1st down. Dances away. All kinds of time before he fires right. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. The Canes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Under fire. A strike downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Scanning the field, it's Levin. He's got his man. At midfield, he's got room. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. And the Sun Devils really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Pulls it in. It's Moss. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They've converted twice on 4th down so far. Will they make it 3? He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
You know, as an offense, when you're trying to complete these tunnel screens, you're going to have to be able to negotiate some of these defenders near the line of scrimmage. They're all looking to swat it away. Good job by the defense there.
3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of a dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Yeah, get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line, rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Time to take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
One thing I love about this linebacker, guys, he's really good against the run, but he's also nice in coverage, too. That time, a cover 2 look by the defense, so he's just playing in space. He's watching the quarterback's eyes. He's able to jump the route and come away with a turnover.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off, or obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
They'll run it from the gun. Crosses the 40. Turning it on. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Chadwick. Pressure coming. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the just have to make that catch.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough. Make a better decision. Do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that was an interception.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wants to fire on second down. Looking left. Backs looking for the goal line. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. And the Canes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Bauman. And he motors into the end. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 13th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Hoosiers will put total leather and we'll get started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's back. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Back to pass, it's Chadwick. Throwing right. Pulls it in. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Got it behind the line. It's Bauman. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll leave it with him. Finding open areas. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second.
Indiana, 0.
First play of the period, first down here. Direct snap. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And the Hoosiers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Mendoza. Gets it out fast. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
On 4th down, going to the air. He's got him. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Complete. There he goes. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country. It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Hoosiers racing to the line in the hurry up. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Marion. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Chadwick. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense. You're late in the 1st half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over, and give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. These corners going to give them some space. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for a deep man. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. A lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Deep to shallow. That's why I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Red pass, it's complete. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Hurricanes will try to punch it in on first and goal. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Chadwick. Looking for the goal line. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. And the Canes want to crank the tempo. He'll pull it on the read. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. At the 20.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
It's so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Let's it fly. Touchdown, Canes. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Canes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking for room. It's ball. Powers through the defender.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Gators with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the inside give. Plows through the defense. At the 35, he's got room. Running free. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
We've seen it from this running back, too. There's a lot of ways he can make you miss. Bottom line, this defense has to do a better job game tackling.
Yeah, just hard to bring down. Just physical, runs through people. This is a guy that defenses hate playing against, and you see why. So many yards after contact.
Gives it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Gators are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's back. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground.
Oh, he's got some space. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Defense got it, they're on the run.
Oh, and it's a hit like that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete. Trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He makes a catch. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Gators will hustle to the line. To the air. It's Lagway. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense spelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
And the Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Making side adjustments here. Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
They'll run play action. Fires left. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play well.
Brings into the open. They'll stop him just outside the 30 at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and now they have a decision to make. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On fourth down, looking to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Miami! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executed at a high level early. So, David, that's got...
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got a chance to take this one back. He picks it up. That's a live ball. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Now they'll try the right side. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we face. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
Second down coming up. Back to pass. Got him downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Chadwick. Sets up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
And the Hurricanes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Using his feet. The Hurricanes will have a first down.
I know there are some people that say, no, in your own territory, you punt the football, you be conservative. No, sir. 4th and 1, I'm hitting the gas. All gas, no brakes. I'm going for this. I prepared for it all week. Nice job by the offense getting the first down on 4th and 1.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Daniels. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Chadwick. He's looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field's shrinking. It's harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing by this defense.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Miami.
They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Never a doubt. And now they take the lead. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half. Lined up for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you fail. Now this defense better step up and respond.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Looking for a man. It's Chadwick. Makes the grab. It's Daniels. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Picked up some yards on the last completion, but it's third down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's first and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
The Canes are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
The inside handoff. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He might want another play. Off play action. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but fourth and short. Now, decision time, baby.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Here's the handoff. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. The Gators want to pick up the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive.
Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Now facing a third and long. to the air. It's Lagway. Got a man. It's Wilson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Gators need to pick it up on 4th down. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was...
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. So the defense trying to protect the lead, but they could also put a punctuation mark on this thing and end it with a big turnover. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Oh, man, and that's a big interception late in this game. And listen, I know you're trying to go vertical with the 4 verts, but so did the defense. Great job staying deep, playing the football in the air, and forcing the ginormous turnover.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The pull and throw off the RPO. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the 1st down. A few more 1st downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
And the Canes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out. If you got the lead late in the ball game, you want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football?
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Oh, my goodness. What you couldn't do. Make this mistake late in the ball game. Now, your defense better go bail you out and make a play because that was a critical turnover.
He'll do it himself. Breaks the tackle.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
keeps it. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. To the air, it's Lagway. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitz. That's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
On third down, he drops to throw. Get it out on the screen. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And that is no good. Still leading by 2 after the miss.
Man,
hey, GG, bro. This is a good-ass game. This
You got a chance to put this game over the mark where they got to score a touchdown. A field goal's no good late in this football game. Now the tide has turned a little bit. Your defense is going to need to go out there and bail you out.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. Buying some time. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over, an absolutely heartbreaking loss. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college
Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line. A pickup of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on... that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. They believe they can run right here. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. Fighting off the defender. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Looks as if he's going to run it. He couldn't get close to the marker. Got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
This offense wants to send a message on the opening drive of the game. No punting today. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab past the marker. Turning it on. And you can see the offense just feeling it himself. They've got it down to the 21. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Young. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw. It's Russell. Oh, they're after him. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Play of the drive coming up, at this time a chance for the defense to get off the field on 3rd and long. A run for the quarterback. Brought down inside the 15, mark it at the 14-yard line. Now a 4th down decision to be made by this offense. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. Motion from the back. They're throwing for it on 4th down. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And that's the money down, man. 4th down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that one.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Calls his own number. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anywhere.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO. They were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Got enough for the 1st. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And that's a very productive 1st down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. And the Canes want to move quickly. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Back to throw, it's Chadwick. Makes the catch, it's Pringle. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. This time they'll go to the running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Floating away. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
Makes a man miss. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. That's reeled in. It's Bernard. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Leaves it with the back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Back to throw, it's Chadwick. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Nice job reeling in that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got a man, it's Pringle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. He went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds him out of the backfield. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got it in the middle. It's Bauman. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively. And right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
What a great play by that quarterback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out. But to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the quarterback.
1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, and this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. And here we go, down the score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it down the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. There he goes! And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. To throw, it's Chadwick. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
The play action fake. Gets it out quickly. He's stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Going for 6. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. They'll go with a direct snap. Showing off the arm. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Still on his feet at the 25. Oh, he's got some space.
No
to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Canes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Joyner. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Trying play action. Bring in the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. You cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front seven, and they register it.
He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Pulls it in on the right. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Hard running there.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We've got to rattle him. We've got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
Hunt is on its way. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got his man. Gets it across the 20. 25. He'll step out at the 26 as his offense tries to grind out some yardage.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
After that last completion, it's second down. Back to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Throws to the tight end. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Offense would love to have that one back. Down here in this area of the field, everything has to happen faster. Decisions need to be made quicker. The ball's got to be out quicker. Routes got to be snapped off faster. They were just way too late. And as the result, the defense gets the INT.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Finds his man. It's Joyner. On the move at the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Just when you think you have this offense penned down, they come up with a play like that. Now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 35. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on 1st down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these 1st downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. It'll be 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Morton. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off! What a play by this defense! And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Wide open, makes the catch. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The offense changing the play. Back to pass on second down. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's another play for this offense that you're just left wanting more. Both these offenses, man, nobody's scoring any points. Palmer trying to execute a 2-minute drill, throwing the ball to the other team. That's not part of the 2-minute drill.
And I think we got to give the defenses credit because they have been dominant and physical, and they're creating takeaways. I know the offense has been sloppy, but on the other side of the ball, man, we are seeing two really good defenses go at it today.
Wants to throw. It's Morton. Completes it in the middle. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Makes a grab on the shot. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got...
It's a big stride inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Finally, somebody's able to get on the board. This game was sending offensive football back to the 1930s. Great job of executing. I know this is a defensive stalemate. I don't know how many points we're going to see in the second half. Guys, that touchdown, that might be all they need based on what we've seen here in the first half.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
And the jumbo formation is on the field as they line up for the 2 points. They'll try to slam it in. This time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring a touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion but was denied. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Chadwick. Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
He's not afraid to go deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And the Red Raiders will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
The defense thought in this game they were going to have an opportunity to pick some passes off. And what a great job. Down deep in the opponent's territory, he jumps the route, he intercepts it, and returns it now inside the 5-yard line, setting his offense up in beautiful field position.
And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a 1st and goal. Slams it ahead. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Here comes the option. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Got his man on the right. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's out of bounds at the 37-yard line, and a really nice job to set up this offense with good field position. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Back to pass, it's Chadwick. He slings it deep to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Flips it out on the screen. Turns it on in midfield. Breaks into the open. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of the game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. And the Canes headed quickly to the line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Throws to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. No huddle offense to the line. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Uncorks it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. To the air, it's Morton. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He lets one fly deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Soft spot in the middle. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to...
And that is his 5th interception. He comes out to try...